The sun sinks below the horizon, bathing Willow Creek in a golden glow. Clara, a young mother, cradles her newborn Lily, humming softly as she walks the gravel path home. The air smells of pine and earth, the village serene. Her face, though tired, radiates love for her baby. Her steps light despite the long day. A sharp bark shatters the calm, a German shepherd's urgent cry from the shadowed woods. Clara's heart skips, her grip on Lily tightening. The barking grows louder, relentless, echoing through the empty street. She quickens her pace, whispering, "Just a dog." But the unease in her chest hints at something more. From the woods, a massive German shepherd emerges, fur matted with mud, eyes blazing with intensity. His barks are desperate, not threatening, fixed on Clara. This is Max, a dog with a frayed collar, a remnant of a lost family. He doesn't charge, but stands firm, his gaze piercing. Clara's pulse races. She's heard of stray dogs turning wild, but Max's stare feels purposeful, almost pleading. "Stay back," she calls, voice trembling, clutching Lily closer. Neighbors peek from windows, drawn by the commotion. Max's eyes hold a story, and Clara's fear battles a flicker of curiosity. Clara hurries along the path, Lily stirring in her arms. Max's barks follow, sharp and insistent, each one knotting her stomach tighter. Her mind churns with worst-case scenarios, attacks, danger. But Max keeps his distance, his focus unwavering. The village lights fade as the woods loom closer. She glances back, hoping he'll tire, but Max matches her pace, his barks now tinged with a strange urgency. Clara's maternal instincts scream to flee, yet something in Max's demeanor, his deliberate steps, his unyielding gaze, suggests he's not a threat but a guide. Her heart pounds, torn between fear and an inexplicable pull. Max suddenly stops barking, his head snapping toward the woods. His ears prick, a low growl rumbling as he sniffs the air, catching a faint scent. Emily's. Though Clara doesn't know it yet. Clara freezes, squinting into the darkening trees. A rustle. Leaves crunching. Branches snapping. Sends a chill through her. Max steps forward, positioning himself between Clara and the woods, his growl deepening. Clara's fear spikes, but his protective stance shifts her perspective. "What is it, boy?" she whispers, her voice barely audible over Lily's soft whimpers. The dog's focus on the woods feels like a warning, urging her to trust him. The rustling intensifies, and Clara catches a shadow moving through the trees. Too large for an animal, too stealthy for the wind. Max's barks turn sharp, his body low, ready to spring. Clara's heart races, her mind conjuring poachers or worse. She clutches Lily, her instincts screaming to run. Max holds his ground. His growl's a barrier between Clara and the unseen threat. The shadow pauses, then retreats, swallowed by the forest. Clara's breath catches. Max isn't chasing her, he's protecting her. The realization hits hard. But the danger in the woods lingers, a mystery tied to Max's relentless mission. Clara meets Max's gaze, seeing grief and resolve in his eyes. Her fear softens, replaced by a spark of trust. "What do you need me to do?" she murmurs, Lily fussing in her arms. Max barks once, sharp and commanding, then steps toward the woods, glancing back as if urging her to follow. The decision weighs heavy, a mother's duty to protect her child versus Max's desperate plea. Against her instincts, Clara takes a step forward, her heart pounding. The forest looms, dark and foreboding, but Max's certainty pulls her in. She's stepping into the unknown, bound to a dog whose loyalty she's only beginning to understand. The forest engulfs them, the canopy blotting out the fading light. Max moves with purpose, his nose low, following Emily's scent trail. Clara struggles to keep up, her arms aching from holding Lily, every snap of a twig amplifying her fear. The village's safety feels a world away. Max pauses, sniffing a broken branch, his body tense. Clara notices faint signs, a scuffed path, a torn piece of cloth, hinting at recent passage. Her heart races with questions. Who is Max searching for? What danger lies ahead? She whispers to Lily, "We're okay." Though the words are more for herself, her resolve steeled by Max's unwavering drive. Max leads Clara to a clearing where moonlight reveals a tattered backpack, its contents scattered. A child's shoe, a torn photo, a stuffed bear. Clara's heart clenches. These belong to a child, someone lost. Max whines, nudging the bear, his eyes filled with sorrow. Kneeling carefully with Lily, Clara picks up the photo, a family, smiling, with a young girl at the center. "Is this yours, Max?" she asks, her voice breaking. Max's mournful gaze confirms it. He's searching for his family. Clara's tears fall, her love for Lily deepening her empathy for Max's loss. A loyal dog carrying an unbearable grief. Clara imagines Max's life before, a family full of love, a little girl laughing with her dog. A tragedy, perhaps a storm or flood, tore them apart, leaving Max to wander, driven by loyalty. The thought pierces her heart, her own protectiveness over Lily mirroring Max's devotion. She tucks the photo into her pocket, vowing to help him. The rustling returns, closer now. Max growls, his body tense, sniffing the air again. Emily's scent, stronger now. Clara's fear spikes, but so does her determination. The danger in the woods is real, and Max's mission is pulling her deeper into it. She clutches Lily, ready to face whatever comes next. A loud crack echoes, and Clara spins, spotting a shadowed figure moving swiftly through the trees. Max lunges, barking fiercely, his teeth bared. Clara stumbles back, shielding Lily, her heart pounding. The figure hesitates, then vanishes into the darkness. Max's barks, chasing it away. Clara's breath comes in gasps, her body trembling. Max returns, his eyes scanning the woods, still protective. "You kept us safe," she whispers, gratitude mixing with fear. The encounter confirms the danger is real, and Max's instincts are her only guide. She realizes this journey is about survival as much as discovery. Clara kneels beside Max, her hand gently touching his fur. He leans into her, his eyes softening. "You're more than a dog," she murmurs, admiring his courage. Lily coos, her tiny hand brushing Max's fur, sealing a quiet bond between them. A mother, a baby, and a loyal dog. The moment feels sacred, a beacon in the dark forest. Clara's resolve strengthens. She's in this for Max, for the family he's lost. But the shadowed figure lingers in her mind, a threat tied to Max's mission. She tucks the stuffed bear into her bag, a promise to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Max sniffs the ground, catching Emily's scent again, and leads Clara along a faint path deeper into the woods. The trail is overgrown, marked by scuffed dirt and broken twigs. Clara's heart pounds, the forest's shadows closing in. She whispers to Lily, her voice steadying her own nerves. Max's certainty drives her forward, his nose low, following the trail with unwavering focus. Clara's thoughts drift to her own struggles, protecting Lily, building a safe life. Max's loyalty mirrors her own, fueling her courage. The path dips toward a ravine, and Clara's stomach tightens. This is where the truth lies, and it's dangerous. The ravine yawns before them, its steep drop cloaked in mist. Max paces at the edge, his nose twitching, drawn to Emily's scent below. Clara's flashlight catches a glint, something metallic, buried in the dirt. Her heart races. This is Max's goal, but the descent looks perilous. Clara adjusts Lily, her maternal instincts warring with Max's urgent whines. "You've come this far," she whispers to him, her voice firm despite her fear. The ravine feels like a threshold, a point of no return. She takes a deep breath, ready to climb, trusting Max's instincts over her doubts. Clara ties Lily securely to her chest, her hands gripping the rocky edge. Max scrambles down, his paws steady despite loose stones. Clara follows, her boots slipping, her heart pounding with every near fall. The wind howls, carrying the sound of rushing water below, amplifying the stakes. Her mind flashes to her own moments of courage, facing fears for Lily's sake. She channels that now, whispering, "We're okay, baby." Max pauses below, looking up with trust. Clara's resolve hardens. This descent is for Max, for the truth he's chasing. The ravine's darkness feels alive, but she presses on. At the ravine's base, Clara's flashlight lands on a child's locket, its chain caught in tree roots. Max whines, nudging it, his body trembling. Clara kneels, opening the locket to find a photo of the girl from the backpack, Emily. Her heart aches. This is Max's girl, lost but not forgotten. The ravine tells a grim story. Disturbed earth, scattered debris, signs of a struggle. Clara's tears fall as she realizes Max has been searching for years, driven by love. Max sniffs the ground, unearthing a small journal. Clara's hands shake as she opens it, knowing it holds the key to Emily's fate. Clara's mind conjures Max's past, a happy family, Emily laughing with her dog, a camping trip turned tragic by a flash flood. Max, separated from Emily, never stopped searching, his loyalty unbreakable. The thought brings tears, Clara's love for Lily amplifying Max's pain. The journal's pages reveal Emily's words. "Max will find me by the old oak." Clara's heart leaps. The local landmark isn't far. Max's nose twitches, catching Emily's scent again, stronger now. Clara's hope surges, but the ravine's signs of struggle hint at a darker truth, one Max is determined to uncover. A rustle breaks the silence, and Max growls, his nose catching a new scent, human, threatening. Clara spins, spotting the shadowed figure again, closer now. It's a man, his face obscured, his movements cautious. Clara clutches the journal, shielding Lily, her heart pounding. Max positions himself protectively, his barks echoing. The man raises his hands, his voice low, unsteady. "You're in over your head," he says, his tone laced with a subtle menace. Clara's skin crawls. This man knows about Emily, about Max's search, and his presence feels like a warning of worse to come. Clara's voice shakes as she holds up the locket. "Who are you? What do you know about this?" Max's growls intensify, his body tense. The man steps back, his eyes flickering to the journal, a hint of panic betraying his calm. "That dog's been out here too long," he says, his voice unsteady, avoiding her question. Clara's instincts scream. He's hiding something. Max's nose twitches, catching Emily's scent mixed with the man's, a clue to his involvement. Clara's fear mixes with resolve. She's deep in Max's mission now, and this man's evasiveness only fuels her need for answers. The ravine feels like a trap, the tension mounting. The man steps into the moonlight, revealing a weathered face. "I'm Thomas," he says, his voice cracking. "I was their guide, Emily's family." He recounts the flood that tore them apart, his failure to save Emily haunting him. But his eyes dart nervously, his hands twitching, a sign of instability Clara missed earlier. Max's whine cuts through, raw and pained. Clara's heart breaks. Emily is the girl in the locket. Max's purpose. Thomas's story feels incomplete, his guilt too heavy. "You know more," Clara says, her voice firm. Thomas's flinch confirms it. There's a secret he's not ready to share. Clara scans the journal, finding Emily's note about the old oak. Her heart races. Emily might be alive, hiding there. Max's tail wags faintly, his nose catching her scent stronger now. Clara turns to Thomas, her voice steady. "Take us to the oak." Thomas hesitates, his eyes shadowed with guilt, his hands trembling more noticeably. Clara's hope battles her unease. Thomas's instability, his nervous tics, his evasive answers, hints at a darker role. Max's focus on the oak gives her courage, but the forest feels heavier, the danger closer. She adjusts Lily, ready to follow Max, trusting his instincts over Thomas's shaky words. Max leads, his nose locked on Emily's scent, guiding them to the old oak, its twisted branches looming under the stars. Clara's arms ache, but her determination burns. Thomas trails behind, his footsteps heavy, muttering to himself, a sign of his unraveling mind. The forest's shadows seem to watch, the air thick with tension. Clara's thoughts drift to Lily, to the life she's building for her. Max's loyalty mirrors her own, pushing her forward. Max's sudden bark breaks her reverie, his body tense as they near the oak. Clara's heart pounds. Whatever they find here will change everything, and Thomas's unease only heightens the stakes. Under the oak, Clara's flashlight reveals a makeshift shelter, branches and a tarp, hiding a water bottle, a blanket, and a child's bracelet. Max whines, pawing the bracelet, Emily's scent overwhelming him. Clara calls softly, "Emily?" A faint rustle answers, and her heart leaps. Someone's been here recently. Thomas's face pales, his hands shaking violently. "She was here," he mutters, his voice barely audible. Clara's eyes narrow. His reaction feels too raw, too guilty. Max's barks grow frantic, his nose pointing to a hidden path. Clara's hope surges, but Thomas's instability makes her question his role in Emily's survival. Max bolts down the path, his barks echoing, Emily's scent driving him. Clara shouts, "Max, wait!" and runs after him, pulling Lily close. Thomas follows, his breathing ragged, his eyes wild. The forest closes in, branches clawing at Clara's clothes, the darkness swallowing their path. Clara's adrenaline surges, her bond with Max pushing her forward. Thomas's muttering grows louder, disjointed. "She was safe. I kept her safe." His words chill her. They hint at control, not care. Clara's resolve hardens. She'll protect Max and find Emily no matter what Thomas is hiding. Max leads them to a cave, its entrance hidden by vines. Clara's flashlight catches a frail figure inside, a girl, pale and scared. "Emily?" Clara whispers. The girl nods, her voice weak. "Max, you found me." Max rushes to her, licking her face, his tail wagging. Clara's tears flow at the reunion. Emily reveals she survived on berries and a hidden cache of supplies she found, her resourcefulness keeping her alive. But Thomas's reaction chills Clara. He steps back, muttering, "This isn't right." His instability is clear now, his guilt palpable. Clara's joy at finding Emily is tempered by a growing dread. Emily's voice trembles as she describes her ordeal, surviving the flood, hiding from a man who kept her trapped, claiming to protect her. Her description matches Thomas, and Clara's blood runs cold. "He wouldn't let me leave," Emily whispers. Clara's eyes lock onto Thomas, betrayal burning in her chest. Thomas stammers, "I was keeping her safe." But his shaking hands and wild eyes betray him. Max growls, sensing the lie, his nose catching Thomas's scent on Emily's fear. Clara's heart pounds. She's uncovered a kidnapper, not a savior. The cave feels suffocating, the truth a dangerous spark. Thomas lunges for Emily, his desperation breaking through. Max tackles him, snarling, giving Clara time to grab Emily's hand. "Run!" she shouts, pulling the girl toward the cave's exit. The forest is a maze, but Clara's adrenaline drives her, Emily's small hand trembling in hers, Lily secure against her chest. Max's barks echo as he holds Thomas back, his loyalty a shield. Clara's heart aches for the dog risking everything, but she focuses on escape. The forest fights them. Branches snag, shadows loom, but Clara's determination burns brighter. They're close to freedom, but Thomas's threat lingers. Max's barks turn to a pained yelp, and Clara's heart stops. She turns, her flashlight catching Max limping out. Blood on his fur. Thomas behind him with a knife. Clara screams, kneeling beside Max, pressing her scarf to his wound. "You're so brave," she sobs, tears falling. "Go!" she urges Emily, pointing to the village lights. Max's eyes meet Clara's, filled with trust despite his pain. Thomas advances, his face twisted with rage and guilt. Clara's fear battles her resolve. She won't let Max's sacrifice be in vain. The night is a battlefield, and she's fighting for them all. Thomas looms closer, his knife glinting. "You ruined everything," he hisses, his voice unhinged. Clara stands, shielding Lily and Max, her voice steady. "You're done hurting her." Max growls, his strength fading but his spirit fierce. Sirens wail in the distance. Villagers have called for help. Thomas hesitates, his resolve crumbling as lights approach. Clara's heart swells with hope, but she keeps her eyes on him, ready to protect her family, Lily, Emily, Max. The forest holds its breath, the climax teetering between danger and salvation, Max's courage the anchor. Police swarm the scene, restraining Thomas as Clara cradles Max, her tears mixing with his blood. Emily clings to her, safe but shaken. Villagers gather, awed by Max's heroism, their whispers spreading the story. Clara's heart aches, unsure if Max will survive, but she whispers, "You? You did it, Max." Dawn breaks, casting light over the forest. Max's breathing steadies, medics working to save him. Clara holds Emily's hand, Lily asleep in her arms. The weight of the night lifts, replaced by hope. Max's eyes flicker, alive with loyalty, and Clara knows their bond will endure. Weeks later, Clara watches Emily and Max play in her backyard, his wounds healed, his spirit vibrant. Emily wears the locket, a symbol of survival, her laughter filling the air. The village hails Max as a hero, the story spreading far beyond Willow Creek, touching hearts everywhere. Clara kneels beside Max, her hand on his fur. "You brought us together," she whispers, tears of gratitude in her eyes. Max licks her hand, Emily giggles nearby, and Lily coos. The sun shines warmly, binding this new family, Clara, Lily, Emily, and Max, in a love that will never fade, a story etched in their souls forever.